Everyone follow me? No problem. Guys, Friday, we start a new chapter. You know that this is coming too fast. Okay.
Professor,
Go ahead.
is the test due on Friday night or the Tuesday night?
No. We start chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a little bit long. Chapter 1 was easy, was short. You start doing chapter 2. I suppose we continue doing chapter 2 to September 14, I guess so. Okay?
Yes, but the writing test is it due on Friday night or Tuesday night?
No. Friday at midnight.
Okay.
So I don't see anything to Saturday. Saturday in the morning, I start reading that. Okay? Clear, mister?
Yes, thank you.
At midnight is the due date. Now let me try next package. Next package is okay. This guy. One by one. Okay, insert. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is a typical problem. In which you have equation and you have a point and verification si belong or no. Let's just plug it in. For example, the first one is 3,6 semicolon. The equation is x plus y equal 9, and you verify. This is x, this is y. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Of course, yes. 9 equal 9. The answer is yes. Yes, what? Belong to the line. So belong means que si I'm doing the graph of the line, the point is on the line, not out the line. Number 2. This is number 1. Number 2 is a comma 5 semicolon x plus y equals 16. A plus 5 is 13, no 16. It's completely false. That means okay, our point is out the line. Number 3. 3,2 semicolon x minus y equal 9. This is x component, this is y component, 3 minus 2, que es 1. 1 is not 9, again it's false. Don't belong. Entonces the answer is yes, no, no. Let's see number 4 and number 5. Do you understand very well this? No problem, no doubt. You see in the test, we have one question like that. The number 4 is 3,3, and the line is 4x plus y equal 15. Be careful with the order of operations. This is 4 times 3 plus 3. Should be 15. So you are doing multiplication first. Okay, it's 12 plus 3, 15. 15 equals 15, nice. Yes. This is yes. And number 5 is 3,2 semicolon 3x minus 2y equal 13. This is the x component, this is the y component, this is 3 times 3 minus 2 times 2 equal 13. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 2 is 4, and 9 minus 4 is 5, now 13. This is completely false. Then you prove algebraically that this point do not belong to the line. Cool? The next is a little bit weird. Okay, look, x plus y equals 6. So this is complete the table. Pero no, it's not clear because they don't give me anything on the table. Okay, let's do it. To say you remember y is independent variable, and you assume any value if you want. 0, 1, 2. Totally free. I'm plugging it into the equation, determine the y corresponding with this, and that's it. At this point below. 0 is obvious. When you plug it in 0 here, the equation is y equals 6. We put 6 here, and the point is 6, 0,6. By the way, this point is on the y-axis. This is the y-intercept. Likewise, substitution 1 and x. So 1 plus y equals 6. So for y, 6 minus 1, 5. 1,5 belong also to the line. And 2 plus y equals 6. Y is equal 6 minus 2 is 4. Is 4. 2,4. Remember, one particular example, well, we see it after. In the intersecting, when you find the intersecting, you don't respect clear the x, and you assume x equals 0 and y equals 0. So this is completely, not strictly mandatory. It's, the traditional is that x is free and y no. But you can make independent both. So x is independent and y is also dependent. No? So I switch in the behavior. No? So you assume that y is independent, so x is dependent because it's connecting somehow for the equation. Okay, let's do it in number 7. Number 7 is similar, but I change a little bit because the equation is y equals 7x. Oh, so we have no b, 0b in this example. When this situation happens, this line passing through the origin, 0, 0. Okay? And it's important to understand, for example, one line like that, ax plus by in standard equals c if c is 0 passing through the origin, 0, 0. And the line y equals mx plus b if b is 0, therefore passing through the point 0, 0 also. Pero I have no idea. I just do the table. In the table, you put totally arbitrary value, x, y, x, comma, y. And you put, let me try to change, not 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, and negative 1. So I use a positive value and negative value. And substitution, 0, y is equal to 7 times 0 is obvious 0. 0, 0. And confirmation, guys, 0, 0 belong to this line when the b is 0. Y equal 1. Y equals 7 times 1 is 7. Entonces is 1,7. And negative 1 is 7 times negative 1 is negative 7. And the point is 1, negative 1, sorry, comma negative 7. It's very interesting because the line looks like that. Look, 0, 0 is the origin. I don't necessarily do the graph in the Explorer, no, it's the table. Okay, but no, I want to. Entonces, 1,7, 1, and negative 1. What's the value can I select on the X column, no? And you get 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 1,7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negative is that point is the negative 1, negative 7. And when you're connecting this point by the straight line, look like that, passing through the origin, 0, 0. Okay, and as low as 7. So the inclination is strong. It's 7. Any question, guy? No? Okay. Okay, now similar idea, but using intersecting. So when they're using intersecting, the idea is a little bit different because you are doing the table again, but you don't respect strictly x is independent variable. No, you put 0 in x and 0 y. And plugging in both situations into the equation and solving another variable. See, if x is 0, 0 minus y is equal to 7. 0 is nothing, entonces minus y equals 7, divided by -1 both sides, y is -7. Entonces -7 here and the y value, and 0, -7 is our famous y in a set. This is the y in a set. This is the y in a set. Okay, go ahead.
Professor, on the question number 6 is x y plus no x plus y equals 6. Isn't it?
Yeah. Any problem? Any problem you see when I solve it?
Yes, you put 7. So the number 7 is the one that is y equals 7x.
Yeah. Plus nothing. Yeah, you're right. Now we continue that. 0 and y. Plugging in 0 is x minus 0 equals 7. Again, 0 is nothing, x equals 7. 7, 7, 7. Entonces 7, 0. This is the x in a set point. This is super easy to do the graph, que not necessary in this case. They want que you compute only the in a set. Pero si, what is the application? Want to do the graph. To do the graph is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This point is the point 0, -7, and this is +7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7, 0 on the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Therefore, our line looks like that. Cool. Entonces, you have two possibilities to do the graph of the line. Using intersect or wrong and rise. Wrong and rise, you determine the point, the y and z always get big, and compute the slope. And using the slope, you move in wrong and rise. Remember, the control of the directions, open up or down, depending on the rise. Rise positive, up, rise negative, down. And the assumption is the wrong is always positive, to the right, not to the left, never. Okay, but now we continue working with the inner set. Inner set. Question 9. Question 9 is similar. X plus y equal 4. Okay, do the table. X, y, x, y. I like the table contains 3 columns, guys. The column of the x, the column of the y, and the connection both put together. Okay, entonces now 0 en x, 0 en y. Es obvio que y es 4. And 0 en y es obvio que x es 4. Easy. That was number 9, no? Number 10. Everyone follow me?
Yes.
Yes.
Karen, Karen Diaz. Karen, do you receive my solution for the problem that you sent me? Karen?
Yes, I did.
And you understand very well or no?
It helped me a bit. I'm still a little bit confused, but it did help me a little bit compared to the example in Alex.
When you have a whole number, I don't remember exactly, but it's something like that. 6 minus 15 over 2. When you need to combine this, you find the least common denominator, get 2. Obviously get 2 because we have only one number in the denominator. This 6 is a whole number, entonces 1. The LCD is obvious, get 2. Now when you condense it, you put together in only one fraction, 6 and 15. You multiply 2 times 6 is 12, because 12 divided by 2 is 6, minus 15. Now you are ready in that moment to subtraction, the top part. I suppose it's something like that. I don't remember exactly. O es minus 6. Si es minus 6, no problema, es minus. Entonces es minus 27 divided by 2. Okay? It's just subtraction, one whole number and one fraction. Now 12 divided by 2 is equivalent to 6, right? Karen, is okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank
this
you.
is the idea. This is the idea. Can you understand, right?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Guys, any question that you have, email me. Email me, I try to explain. Okay, so in this case, 0, 0. Chris Perez. How do you get the negative 6? Well, okay, the original problem, I don't remember very well, is minus 6 minus 15 over 2. This is the original problem. Okay, that is the reason see both are negative or positive. I don't know. Si es positive, bueno, es positive. Okay? I suppose. Okay, I don't know what happened with you. Some people have problem with the manipulation of the fraction. Manipulation of the fraction is easy. But you need to respect some rule. When you're adding, okay, let me see, for example, suppose this guy, 2 over 9 plus 4 over 15. It's a classic addition or subtraction. It's not important, this idea. It's similar. Two fractions que contain different denominators, ¿no? Entonces, first of all, you find the least common denominator. So step 1. Is find LCD. Because the LCD allow me put the same denominators. Magically, no 9 and 15. You put a common denominator, and the common denominator, entonces es easy to addition or subtraction. Entonces the LCD between 9 and 15 is 45. Okay, don't confuse a greater common factor. And between 9 and 15, que obviously is 3. However, the LCD is beyond this task. Let me explain in detail. Greater common factor. So you take 9 and 15. You take 9 and 15. This is our number que participate in this game. And you break it down in prime factorization. Are you aware what is prime factorization? You remember or you don't remember? Prime number? Yeah, Chris. And Chris, the greater common factor is easier, and they still confuse this concept and this concept. Greater common factor is one of the factors que es en común, no? And the factor que es en común, obviously, is 3. Look, share at least 1 3. Doesn't matter what you select, this or this. However, the least common denominator, yeah, okay, Eric Troncoso. The least common denominator is different because you take every factor. What is the factor that we have in my problem? 3 and 5. But you need to find the least. You don't need to take 3 3 and 1 5. No. You take majority. So when they are repetition of the sum factor, for example, 3 3 and 3. 3 is repeated with this. So 3 is a factor gets repeated in 9 and 15. So when this sum factor is repeated, you don't need to take 3 3. You know, you take the majority of them. So basically, you take this, and you ignore this in order to find the least common, and take, of course, 5. So what is the rule? Let me explain the rule in 1 second. The rule is you take every factor, no omission. No 3, no omission 3, no omission 5. Here's the factor that participate in our problem. But when the factor, some factor is repeated, you take the majority and delete, ignore the smaller amount of this. And you multiply 3 times 3 es obvio que es 9. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 5, 45. And this is the reason que 45. Do you understand this or no? Tell me. I can explain in a different way. Okay, Eric Troncoso is yes. Now, this is step 1. Find the LCD. Entonces now, in this crucial moment, you put a long line and you put 45 here because of the LCD. And I try to condensing step 2, que es the most confusing step, is express both fraction, using LCD. Okay, so now you know, it's like a fine equivalent fraction. So 2 over 9 is equal to 45, and here question mark. Okay, I don't know. Okay, and of course we need to do one by one, no? And the first fraction and the second. But I isolate the first one to illustrate the base idea. To find this is super easy. You find cross multiply like that. Oh, one shortcut is you divide this divided by this, division 45 divided by 9 mentally is 5, and 5 times 2 is 10, and you put 10. Yeah, I guarantee you that the new fraction gets 10 over 45 is equivalent 100% 2 over 9. Okay, plus you divide now 45 divided by 15 mentally in the calculator, 3 times 4 is 12. And you adding, this is 22 over 45. Done. When we have another extra step, okay, always is possible. No, always. In this case, no. Case step 3 is reduce in lowest term. Okay, in this case, it's impossible because 22 is only divisible by 2 and 11, and 45, no, 45 is 315, 35. Entonces, the factor que contain 22 is 2 and 11, and the factor que contain 45 is 3 and 5. Entonces, the greatest common factor, que es the element we use to simplify lowest term, and between 22 and 45 is nothing, que nothing is 1. So no, leave it like that. Are you clear? Are you clear with this? Do you want I do another example of this? Anika Taylor. Do you want I do another example like that, or this is a you know very well? Yes. This was the time doing that. Yes, another one. Okay, cool. I deviate to the line. Okay. Let me try to do my best. 2 over 5 plus 4 over 15 plus, not necessarily 2, you're adding 7. 4. Okay. Remember, step 1, find LCD between 5, 15, and 4. que es the number that we have in the denominator. Okay, I have no idea. I am totally lost. However, I break it down. Each factor. Okay, 5, 5, because 5 is prime number. 15 is 3 and 5. And 4 is 2 and 2. According to the rule, you need to take every factor. But when you have repetition, what is the repetition? 5 is repeated. You take, we have only one 5, no? Not necessary 2. So you take 2 5. This is not the least common denominator. It's common denominator, but not the least. Therefore, the factor that you have to take, obviously, is 2, 2, and 5 and 3. And you ignore this guy. Now multiplication. Multiplication is 3 times 5 is 15, 2 times 2 is 4, and this multiplication is 60. And this is our least common denominator, 60. You put the long line, and you put 60 here. Okay, if we did step 1, okay, was find LCD. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Why did you?
Go ahead.
Why did you cross it out?
Because the rule. Because the rule say, Miss, you take every factor, but when you have repetition, they are irrelevant to find the least. Remember, this acronym LCD is least common denominator. Okay, you satisfy this word denominator because you take the guy in the denominator. And you satisfy common when they share. But you satisfy the least when you delete the irrelevant guys. Suppose in the previous example, do you remember we have 2, 3 and 1, 3? However, I don't take 3, 3. I take the majority, que es 2. In this case, not necessarily majority, because 5 is the only factor that is repeated. However, 5 is just 5 and 15 contain 1 5. So you need to take only 1 5 in order to satisfy this word least. Okay, so you consider 5, so this is the 300, que es the multiplication, no, 300, yeah, 300, yeah, because it's included the extra 5, so 60 times 5 is 300. And this is a common denominator, cool, common denominator, but not the least common denominator. Do you understand now?
Yes, I do.
Let's see, I summarize the rule. The rule to find the LCD is, you take every factor, no omission, no, please. But when the sum factor is repeated in different number, you take the majority of them in only one number. Okay? Cool? Cool, step 1. This is a rule that you need to memorize. I don't know why you forgot when the high school is not clear, huh? Okay, not 300, it's 60. So now the step 2 gets the most confusing part. You divide 60 divided by 5, multiplication by the corresponding numerator. 60 divided by 5, you put in the calculator you want, is 12. 12 times 2, 24. Yeah, I guarantee you 100% that 24 over 60 is equivalent to 2/5. It's the same fraction, but I need to use in 60 because my goal is try to express it 1, 2, and 3 fraction using common denominator because it's easy. Now 60 divided by 15 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. Do you follow me? And 60 divided by 4 is 15, I guess so, right? Yeah, 15, yeah. And 15 times 3 is 45. Now ready. You adding, you forgot the denominator part, and you copy now 24 plus 16 plus 45. It's 85. 85 over 60. Cool? And this is the final answer. No, because I need to investigate if we can reduce and lowest term list. To reduce and lowest term, you using no LCD anymore. No. Using greater common factor. Greater common factor. I need to investigate the greater common factor between 85 and 60. One more time to investigate this job. Well, you take 85 and 60 and do the prime factorization. Any question? Somebody asked me something? 85. 85 is the number ending in 5. Now 85 for sure. Divided by 5. Yeah, you are right. Maybe you are right. Maybe you are right. You can. Some people doing, not strictly like that. Let's doing, intuition. Divided by 5. 85 divided by 5. 85 divided by 5 is 17. And 17 is prime. Entonces leave it like that. Entonces you divide by 5 is 17. Boom. And you divide by 5 is 12 because it's 5 and 12, no? Yeah. We continue here, the prime factorization 2, 6, 2, 3. But this is completely irrelevant. So the common factor, the factor que share 85 and 60 is 5. And you exactly he said, please say, you divide by 5 top and bottom is 12. And the answer is 12, 17 over 12. Oh. Guy, in algebra, doesn't matter that the fraction is improper fraction. So the numerator is bigger than the denominator. No, it's okay. And in algebra, never we express the fraction in mixed number. No. Like improper is super good. Everything okay? Do you follow me? No more example of the addition or subtraction because it's the same as subtraction. Are you clear? Got it? Much better, Gris. Thank you so much. Okay, one more or no? One more or no? You feel strong? Strong, no? I explain, the strict way. However, you can use intuition, no? Sometimes some people are good. Find the LCD by intuition. What is the LCD? I suppose the LCD. Okay. What is the idea? Let me explain this. Let me explain something. What is the idea behind LCD? The idea behind LCD is. Wait. I have some problem here with the whiteboard. Okay, there you go. Okay, let me explain one more time. One more thing, maybe it's useful to understand more clear, least common denominator. So I understand very well. Greater common factor. Everyone understands greater common factor. However, least common denominator, the student don't understand what means that. Because actually, least common denominator is least common multiple. Of course, multiple of the number in the denominator, because we're using in the analysis the number in the bottom. So, for example, let's come back again to the famous example to illustrate the LCD between 9 and 15 is 45. Now you take both numbers, 9 and 15. Yeah, I know. It's a multiple. So it's a multiple, one, your multiplication. Multiplication by 1, multiplication by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5. I don't know si continuo or no. So by 1 is, of course, the original number, but by 2 is 18 and 30. By 3 is 27 and 45, no? By 4 is 36 and 60, and by 5 is 45. 75, I guess so, yeah, 75. And you see, wow, look at that. 45 is the first, que es equivalent to say the least common multiple. Do you see now? However, doing in that way is crazy. Doing that way is crazy. The shortcut to do fast, to do clear, to do fantastic is you break it down. Both number 33, sorry, 35, and you apply the rule. To find the LCD, you take every factor participating in the game, but when there are repetition, que 3 is repeated, you take majority. Majority is 2. And the only 1 3 is omit. Multiplication 3 times 3 is 9 times 5 45. This is a shortcut to do in 1 second. This is the idea to understand the concept behind LCD. Cool? More clear now conceptually, at least. You know the shortcut. Very troncoso. Okay, guys, we continue with our problems of the line, something. Okay. We are doing the problem in which you need number 10, no? Number 10 is intercept. Ooh, it's easy. Look at the intercept. Intercept is 0 here and 0 here. Karen, much better now with the fractions?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So now I intentionally, because they are talking about intercepting, it's always going to be 0. Yeah, Chris. Because we are, Jasmine Corral image meeting. Wow. Okay, Chris, always 0. Why? Because intersecting means the number que the line crosses the axis. In the axis, okay, for example, you have two axes, X and Y, no? X, sorry, and Y. Any point on the x-axis is, 4,0, 5,0. Any point on the y-axis is, 0,5, 0,4. So you intentionally, we are doing this. 0 and 0. 0 on y and 0 on x. And you plugging it into the equation and find the other guys. This is clear, the idea? Chris, it's okay? Don't say nothing. Why the 5, Chris Perez? What the 5? 5. No. I put hypothetical number, please. What happened with the 2? Okay. Chris, your question was always 0 here. My answer was yes. And the reason is because we are finding the intercept. In the intercept, at least one component is always 0. In our specific example, 0 and x is, my equation is like that. So you put a 0 here and x, 0 times 2 is 0, 0 is nothing. I eliminate, I erase. So y is equal to -4. So -4, and the point is 0, -4. Okay. Likewise, 0 and y is 2x equal 4, because y is 0. X equal 4 divided by 2, get 2. So it's 2 here and 2,0. And this is the intersect that help me to do the graph. Clear, Chris? Chris, are you clear? Yeah, let me write. Yeah. Write down. Okay, go ahead. Entonces, the reason when you're talking about intersect, you put 0, 0 is clear, right? Another point is no intersect, no 0. But this is specific and important points. 0. because cross-set the axis. Okay, number 11. Number 11 now. 11 is 2x plus y equal to. Okay, I do my table. Some people do not like the table. Okay, I respect. Another possibility without table is, look, no table. You assume x equals 0, plugging in here, y2. You assume y equals 0, my equation is 2x equal 2, x equal 1, divided by 2 both sides, x equal 1. And the point are 0, 2, and 1, 0. In my opinion, Michelle say, table is better. I agree. I agree with her. Entonces, conclusion is 0, 0. More, organized, and the organization is important in mathematics. And 0 and y is 1. In one table, you condense whole information. You write down? Or not yet? Okay. Now 12. 12. 12 is 3x minus y equals 6. Again, same problem using intersect. Definitely. So there are 2, 4, 2. So yeah, 2, no, there are more 2. Because specifically that problem, to do the graph of the line, okay, look at that. To do the graph of the line, we have 2 possibilities. Entonces now, what possibility you prefer? Bueno, depende, ¿no? Depende del problem, pero you have 2 options. Entonces, to have multiple options is good. One way is find the intercept. Bam, bam, and do the line. This is one way. One way, using intercept. Another way is you find the intercept and using wrong and right, you get the second point and do the line. Yes or no? Okay. But now, in this specific problem we practice is intercept that way. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
To have different options is good always. And depending on the problem, I prefer, for example, see you have the equation of the line in standard like that. I prefer it. Well, the equation say intercept. So I respect this. I do it by intercept. X, Y, X comma Y. And 0, 0. When it's 0x, my equation is reducing minus y equals 6, therefore y is minus 6. And the point is 0, minus 6. When the y is 0, my equation is reduced to 3x equals 6 divided by 3 both sides. X equals 3. Get 2. The point is 2, 0. And this is the intercept can help me to do this. Do you understand very well, guys? You consider que es necesario continue doing 13, 14, 15, or no? No, I suppose que it's ahora 16 and 17, wow, it's special, guys. Es special, guys. Why is it special? Because I recognize that the 16 is a horizontal line, y equal any number. X is missing. Of course we can. Of course we can, Chris. Of course we can, but I suppose you're saying another problem. Or do you want to do it now? That Chris proposed me do one problem in two different ways. Chris, let's doing this one in another way. What is the another way? Well, another way is you solve for y. So we have minus y, sorry, and you move 3x to the right hand side, minus 3x plus 6, and you divide by -1. The y alone positive is equal to 3x, because negative divided by negative positive minus 6. Entonces now I have equation, identical equation, but this is a standard and this is slow in itself. I recognize que slow is 3, que the coefficient in front of x. I recognize que b is -6. Therefore, I infer automatically que the y-intercept is 0, -6. The same conclusion, this is the same conclusion que we get that. But I'm using another way. I'm using, in order to do the graphic, I plot this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, 0, -6. And I realize que slow is 3 over 1. It's a whole number. Wrong is 1 and right is 3. So wrong is +1 and right is +3. Therefore, I walk in 1, 2, 3 over. I walk in 1 here. I obtain this point. This point is 0, -6. This point is 1, -3. Using the idea wrong and right, wrong and right, and you connect it with the rule like that. Yeah, I suppose no, I am sure 100% okay, this is this point that we obtain here is 2,0. Okay, by the way, this is the x-intercept belong to the line. So basically, you plot the y-intercept, you plot the second point using wrong and right, and connecting, and we get the same line that you connecting both intercept of the table. Cool, Chris? Cool or no? Come on, I need feedback. I need to understand do you understand? Do you like? All right.
I understand.
Everyone understand. Okay, so I want to skip 13, 14, and 15. It's okay or no? I can. You allow me to skip that problem because it's the same thing, right? No pour any extra information. It's what's the time? Claudia is a yes. Okay, so I propose you doing 16 and 17 because they are special. How do you know que es special? Because it's a horizontal line and vertical line. When you see the equation and the 16 problem, I know que x is missing is because this line is horizontal. Y equal -2. And I suppose que I pretend or expect doing by intercept like that. Uh-huh. 0 on x, 0 on y. But we have no x. So I don't know exactly what happened here. And 0 on y is a contradiction. 0 minus 2. The reason is because this is the horizontal line passing through the value que es y equal -2. Entonces es over there. Close this. What's going on? Close this. How? Yeah. Okay, look. The graph of this is super easy. It's -1, -2, something like that. Passing through -2, 0, -2. Entonces es obvio que the y-intercept is the point 0, -2. However, the x-intercept do not exist. We have no, because this line is parallel to the x-axis and never cross. Okay, does it have not too much sense doing the table? You look in the equation, you see, wow, x is missing, there's a horizontal line. Any horizontal line, obviously, is low as 0, flat, and the y-intercept is the same point here, 0, something, and something is -2, and this line never crossing the x axis is parallel to the x. Therefore, we have no, definitely x-intercept. And 17 is similar, but in another sense, because x equals 4 represent vertical line, and vertical line passing through 4, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's vertical, like that. Entonces es obvio que x-intercept es de point 4,0. Now I understand the horizontal line. So it's on this undefined. Yeah, definitely yes. The slope, so you want to talking about slope is undefined here. However, and the horizontal is low as 0. Equal to 0. Entonces now, in the sense, again, talking about intercept, the y-intercept and this vertical line is no, do not exist, because this is parallel to the y-axis and never cross this. However, x-intercept yes, is the famous point 4,0. It's exactly the same the value of the equation indicate, no? X equals 4. Make sense? So in this moment, I suppose everyone recognize very well horizontal line and vertical line. And you memorize the format. Y equal any number is horizontal. X equal any number is vertical. And the horizontal is lowest 0, and the vertical the lowest undefined. And the intercept, one is missing, no intercept. In the horizontal line, the x-intercept is no x-intercept is do not exist. However, in the vertical line, is vertical is parallel to the y-axis. Also obvious que y-intercept do not exist. Only exists one intercept, que es the x. Cool. Let me try another page of the review. All right, let me see what's going on. Okay. Yes, Chris is a yes. Guy, I want to, I like as soon as to ask my question, it's important. Okay, select this. This is the next page of the review. Okay, so now, in this problem, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, is find the slope and y-intercept. Okay. So it's, sometimes it's nice, like 18 and 19, okay, the equation is given in slope-intercept form. So this is super stupid problem in which you recognize slope is 4 and y-intercept is -7. So the answer for the 18 problem is slope is +4 and the y-intercept is the point 0, -7. And I think it's similar. But 2021, no. It's different because, for example, let's do in 20. The equation is given in standard. It's okay, no problem. Huh? But there's no explicit. You need to manipulate a little bit in order to isolate the y. And when you isolate the y, you convert immediately in slope intercept form, and you see what is m and what is b. It's doing 3y is equal -2x plus 15 divided by 3, because my goal, remember, is isolate the y. Y alone, I am happy, -2/3 x plus 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And now we compare y is equal to mx plus b in general, no? Es obvio que slope is -2/3, and it's obvious that the y-intercept is the point 0,5. This is clear? Is this clear or no? You consider that we continue doing this or not? This problem? Or you are super cool in this? No problem. Well, maybe you select one. Okay, I do for you. This packet I never sent to you, but it's not important. This is extra. I have here to do more time this. Are you feel strong? Independent, the equation is given in slope intercept 4 or in standard to find slope and y-intercept. You feel good? Yes, okay. So Emily, do you consider it's useful? Skip that and go to the 27, 29, 28, something, right? Because 2 points is given. 2 points is given. I like this review, guys. We are doing well. And the review for the addition, subtraction, fraction was good. Okay, 27, for example, in 27, we have 2 points, it's given. -7,4 and -1,2. And they want you find the slope. Okay, let's do it more. Let's find the slope and also let's find the line passing through this point, connecting both points. So you call x1, y1, because I define the first point is this, and x2, y2, and the step 1 is compute the slope. Compute the slope. Compute the slope. And the formula for the slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 is 2, y1 is 4, x2 is -1, no, -7, sorry, and x1 is -1. But sorry, I make a mistake. x2 is -1. And x1 is -7. Entonces, double negative is positive. And the top we have -2, and the bottom we have 6 positive. It's -1/3. This is my slope. And that's it. However, I want to do it more. Suppose that I change the equation. I need to find the equation of the line passing through this point. So you have to point bang bang. This is possible connected by the line. I need to find the equation of this. Well, we have another step. Okay, is using this important formula can allow me to find the equation for any line when you have in your hand slope and 1 point. By the way, you have 2 points, and you select either. Doesn't matter if you select the first or the second, you get the same answer. I like to select the first always because it's 1, no? But it's okay. Y minus y1 is 4. Negative 1/3 is a slope. Parenthesis x minus x1 is 7 plus 7. Double minus of the formula, minus of the value together become positive. In this crucial moment, I have fraction. I don't like the fraction. You eliminate the fraction, multiply by 3. 3y minus 12 is equal 3 times 1/3 is negative 1 x plus 7. Do you follow me so far? Now, Eric, you distribute the Eric now. Negative x minus 7. In this moment, remember, we have two possibilities. Yes, Karen. You have two possibilities, Karen, to express the equation of the line. Let's do it in both ways. Let's do it in standard and let's do it in slow and set. Suppose I make a decision doing step by step, standard first, either way. You move, remember, every variable to the left and put in alphabetic order. So you put x, okay, this x, when you move to the left-hand side, become positive, plus 3y, just bring down. And we have minus 7 plus 12. It's the organization. You put a numerical part to the right-hand side, you put a variable together to the left-hand side, and you organize in alphabetic order x and y. Now it's x plus 3y is equal 5. No? Fantastic. This is the equation of the line in standard. Okay. However, suppose the question say, no, I don't like standard. I like slow and say, okay, let's do it. So now you take the original equation again, you solve for y, and that's it. 3y is equal minus x plus 5. Be careful, guys. You move the x to the right-hand side again, but you put it in the first place. Because I try to emulate that form. The x first and numerical second. And finally, divided by 3, and divided by 3. No divided by 3 like that. Look. Some people confusing. Right, minus x plus 5 and divided by 3. No, no good. No. You divide 1 by 1. Because I want to separate this guy to understand who is M and who is B. And y alone is negative 1/3 x plus 5 over 3. And you visualize clear now. Okay, slow is negative 1/3. Exactly, we predict here. Look. And B is, okay, so you want to express the equation. One of the equation is like that. Okay, cool. I am closing the box because it's important. And this is the slow in a set. 4. And by the way, I can infer for this equation that slow is negative 1/3, exactly the same we found at the beginning in the step 1. Look here. And another conclusion, okay, B or y in a set is 0.5 over 3. This is our y in a set. Cool? Cool? In this review, we are doing a different way. However, no, and the test you are doing only one way, the way you prefer. Or no prefers, the way is as you in the question, the specific question. Okay, let's move on to, I suppose that you feel good in this kind of problem. The last case, parallel or perpendicular. This is parallel. I suppose que another page is perpendicular. Okay, you have, for example, let's doing a proposal. No? You let me know si you continue in the same routine. You are the customer and you say what is the best for you. It's okay? Skip or no? Yes, it is a yes. Okay. Okay. Now delete. Good. Entonces I propose you practice. Get the last part. Parallel and perpendicular. Okay, entonces I propose bring another page. We see another page. Oh yeah. That page. Okay. This page is very, very interesting. We are doing one problem of this and one problem of this. For example, I pick 33. And 33 say the point is 1, -5. It's the given point. Semicolon, parallel, important keyword. 2, the line y equal 3x minus 6. Wow, easy. Why is easy? Because the given line is expressed in slope in a set. Therefore, immediately I recognize that slope is 3. And this is a slope. Okay, the subscript 1 indicates the slope of the given line. And the slope of the new line that you need to find is the same because this word indicates it's parallel. Now we're using the formula y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. This is x1 and this is y1. Y is a variable, y1 no, is numerical, is 5. Double negative become positive. 3 parentheses x minus 1. The recipe is okay. Distribute the property, 3x minus 3. Isolate the y alone is 3x minus 3 minus 5. Y is equal to 3x minus 8. Done. Let me fix it. This is the 3 horrible. 3x minus 8. Okay, clear? Now I want to complicate your life. And also let's do in one problem of the perpendicular. Suppose I pick the problem 42. Oh no, 42, 43. 44. That one. 3,6 semicolon y equal 3x minus 14. But in this case, the key word is perpendicular. So I need to find the equation for the new line to satisfy that conditions. The condition is passing through this point. This is the x1, y1, and it's perpendicular to this line. So see, this line is this. This is the given line. The new line is perpendicular. This is the new I need to find. Right angle, 90 degrees. Okay, one more time I discover slope is 3. Nice. However, slope new is not 3 because it's perpendicular. It's reciprocal 1/3 and opposite sign, negative. This is the formula, guys. The formula is slope 2 is equal minus 1 over slope 1 in the perpendicular case. And the parallel, no, the parallel is the same. Slope 1 is equal to slope 2. Be careful with this. You need to read careful the problem. Okay, now ready. Our famous formula. Y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. Y minus 6 is equal to negative 1/3 x minus 3. Now, no distributed anymore. No. I want to eliminate the fraction. Multiplication by 3 whole equation. 3y minus 18 is equal to negative 1 x minus 3. Because negative 1/3 multiplied by 3 is obvious it's cancelled. I stay only alive, negative 1. No? Distribute as minus x plus 3. Because negative times negative positive. So for y maybe, so says 3y is equal minus x plus 3 plus 18 is 21. So 3y is equal minus x plus 21 divided by 3, but like that, 1 by 1. Okay, cool. Now my equation is y equal negative 1/3 x plus 7, 21 divided by 3 is 7. Oh, yeah, I double checking just in case to make sure. Look at that, this is my slope. Que corresponde perfectly to the given slope. Given slope, no, the new slope, que es perpendicular.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if the slope that they give you is already the fraction?
Ajá. Si the slope que es given is a fraction means, suppose arbitrarily 4/5. This is a slope 1. So who is a slope 2? Because perpendicular, you flip it, you put 5 in the top, you put 4 in the bottom, and you change the sign. Okay? Reciprocal. Look at that.
Okay.
And opposite sign. 2 actions. You flip it and stay positive. Not good. You flip it and change the sign. Cool. So the last problem I want to do, because you know we are strong. Look, let's do in this kind of problem. Okay, it's similar. This is determine whether given line are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay, what is neither? Well, parallel is same slope. Perpendicular is something like that. Perpendicular, 90 degree. Crossing form a 90 degree. And neither is que crossing form no 90 degree. It's a neither. Because there's no parallel nor perpendicular. Entonces it's called a neither. Okay, it's another condition. Okay, by the way, it's the most popular. So to be neither is the most popular because parallel and perpendicular are special, guys. Okay. So now how you find that? It's easy because you have equation. So you compare the slope. You find the slope somehow. I don't know how, depending on the problem. Suppose example 46. What do you think looking? Example 46. Is parallel, perpendicular, or neither? That one.
Neither.
Neither. What is the slope of the first line? 9, no? You see it's 9?
Yes.
Yeah,
Positive 9. And what is the slope of the second?
9.
Entonces es the same.
Yes, it's
So what is the conclusion? ¿Es parallel? Absolutely.
parallel.
Es parallel. Any question? What do you think about 47? Parallel, perpendicular, or neither?
Neither.
Neither. Very well.
Neither.
Because it's opposite sign, but no reciprocal. Right? Good. This is parallel. This is neither or neither. I don't know what is the best pronunciation. I suppose que both. This is the beauty of English. What about 48? In your opinion?
Perpendicular.
Beautiful. It's exactly I want to hear. Perpendicular. Remember, it's reciprocal and opposite side. Perpendicular. What do you think about 49? Be careful.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Because the slope is 1. And what is the reciprocal one? The reciprocal one is 1. You know, because 1 is 1 over 1. When you flip it, it stays the same. And opposite side. It's also perpendicular. Both, this and this. What do you think about, this is tricky. 50. Thinking. No, don't answer me too fast.
Perpendicular.
Why? What is the reason? Because
both of them, one is horizontal, the other is
exactly
vertical.
Is the answer. One is horizontal, another vertical. So in this case, mathematical, you don't see anything. Because I don't see. One is 0, another is undefined. No. However, conceptually, he realized that x equals 7 is vertical and it's a horizontal, y equals -4, therefore it's obvious que perpendicular. Very well missed. What about 51? 51 is a little bit tricky.
Neither. Oh, no.
Neither. I don't know. Let me try. The problem is that it's not obvious because one equation is expressed in standard. Putting off.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's okay. It's a situation happening. Okay, the M51 problem, by the way, is the last. We gotta go. The first equation is expressed in standard. Okay, no problema. So in order to compare the slope, I propose you expressing a slope in a set. 3y is equal to -5x minus 11 divided by 3 divided by 3 divided by 3. The y alone is equal to -5 over 3x minus 11 over 3, but I don't care. I only care the slope is -5 over 3 and the other is -5 over 3. Do you see or no? Do you see or no?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the conclusion?
Parallel.
Exactly.
Parallel.
End the story, guys. Okay, we are super strong to get 100 points. Any question that you have about the homework, I can help. In the test, no. In the test online, no. In the test on paper, no. Yes.
I had a question for the test on Alex, but it's not about the questions in general. It's just that the grading problem that Alex has. You know, like I calculate the question and they gave me wrong answers as
Okay.
They gave me like right answers. They gave me wrong, and the examples that they gave me were actually wrong.
Relax. This is not your fault. Okay, remember, Alex is a robot. It's a software. When you detecting your answer is correct and Alex grade wrong, you inform to me. So you email me, you make a screenshot, you send me, yeah, I correct that. Because
so I get. You want me to send you like an email with each exactly. Picture of the wrong answers?
Exactly. Yeah, I fixed that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
I emailed you some questions I had about the homework.
Yeah, please. So you have some questions, you email me. Remember, make a screenshot exactly Karen say doing. You made me a screenshot to the specific problem I saw for you. Yeah, I send to back in the solution. Okay. Clear, miss?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, guys, have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Professor.